Okay, so this is gonna be part 2. So, as I was saying before, I could watch ER, and that was a pretty gory show, because they showed the surgeries and all that kind of stuff, and I wasn't grossed out, and I didn't have to look away or anything like that. But with the pregnancy with Jacob, I couldn't watch anything like that without getting sick to my stomach. There was only one time where I actually threw up when I saw just a skeleton, which, it wasn't like there was still flesh on it or anything like that. It was just like a skeleton that you would see in a classroom, in an anatomy class. It was just like that, and I just threw up. And that I thought was really weird, but I didn't think anything like, oh, I must be pregnant or anything like that. So I still continue to have queasiness and throwing up from just any kind of smell. It didn't matter what it was. I was just, anything that I smelled, pretty much, I was just in the bathroom throwing up. And I thought something was wrong with me because, it's never happened to me before, obviously. And so then I called my mom. It was probably maybe a week and a half after my missed period. And I called her and I had said, I think there's something wrong with me. I don't know what's going on. I keep throwing up, and I can eat certain things, but not really a lot. So I don't know what to do. I think maybe I need to go to the doctor or something. And then, she asked me, well, when was your last period? And I said, well, it didn't start on the 8th. I'm like a week and a half late. And so then she said, well, maybe you should take a pregnancy test. And I said, well, okay, but I'm pretty sure I'm not pregnant. I'm just, stressed or whatever. So that night, or maybe even the next day, I don't remember exactly, but I remember going to, I think, Target and picking one up. It was the Answer brand, so I think that's Target's brand, because I think Equate is Walmart's. I don't know. I haven't really taken a whole lot of pregnancy tests in my days, so I don't really know. But so I got the Answer brand that had 2 pregnancy tests in it, and then like the next morning or whatever, I used my first morning urine and it was negative. So then I was just like, okay, well, not pregnant, so there's that. That's not what's wrong with me, even though it wouldn't be wrong for me to, it wouldn't be something wrong with me. So then, my symptoms still continued, with the throwing up and the smells and, just getting sick to my stomach over small things. So then I waited another week. So it was 2 weeks. So then I would have been 2 weeks late for my period. I did the other test, with my first morning urine, and that one was negative also. I mean, there wasn't even a faint line. And so I'm not pregnant. So what's wrong with me? And at that point, after I had taken my second one, I had gotten really sick. Like, I think maybe that time I had the flu or something. I don't know. But there were 2 whole days where, excuse me, I couldn't keep anything down, not even water, Sprite, ice chips. I just couldn't keep anything down. And at that point, unplugged. At that point, I told my husband we need to go to the doctor because there's something wrong with me, and he realized that too because he knew I was throwing up for 2 days straight because he lives with me. Sorry, wind is blowing. I think. I hope. Excuse me. What was I saying? I totally forgot what I was saying. I'm sorry. Pregnancy brain. Oh, going to the doctor. So at that point, we hadn't had any primary doctor or anything like that because we had moved 2 years ago. So 2006, 5, 4, no, 9. We moved in 2006, I believe. I don't remember exactly when, but we didn't have a primary care doctor yet. So we had to find one that was covered by our insurance and that was close enough for my husband to take work off so he could take me, because there was no way that I could drive, even if I liked driving. That's a whole nother story. But yeah, because I was throwing up like maybe every 5 minutes, even though there was nothing in my stomach, I was just throwing up stomach bile. I know that's really gross, but that's how it was. So we went to the doctor, and he was, he examined me, looked at my eyes, my ears, my nose, my mouth, and then he had me lay down on the table thingy, and he was kind of pushing on my stomach and abdomen area, and it kind of hurt when he was, poking at it, and I was just like, oh, that kind of hurts. Not really bad. I mean, not like a sharp pain or anything, but just, I noticed a little bit of pain here and there when he was poking around at my stomach. So then I was like, oh, that kind of hurts. And he's like, well, you should go in to have some blood work done. And so I made another appointment to get blood work done because they, I guess, apparently couldn't get me in for whatever reason. I mean, it's just blood work. But I remember going in several different times. So I think they took like 2 vials of blood just to check my liver and kidneys to see if all of that was okay. Yeah. And taking blood anyways makes me really lightheaded, and it does make me queasy, not the blood part, but just the lightheadedness and, all that kind of stuff. So, and I was already feeling sick anyways, so that didn't help. So, I had a little trash can with me when they took the blood, so I was prepared anyways, but I just did not feel I didn't feel very good after that, after they took the blood. So, they took that and they said they were going to test it for, whatever, and, they said that they would call me if anything was wrong. And so we go back home, and then I think it was the next day, maybe even the same day, I don't remember. I don't know, it was not that long after, I had gotten my blood taken that they called me. And I was just like, oh no, they actually called me, that means something's wrong. And, they said, you need to come in. You need to come in and talk with your doctor. I said, what could it be? My liver, my kidneys, pancreas, I don't know. I wasn't a doctor, that's why I went to the doctor to see what was wrong with me. So, driving there, I'm just thinking of all it could be. And I'm going to stop this and do part 3.